Rise and shine. After a quick breakfast in the cafeteria, all the staff would head over to the office. And by office, I mean an old bowling alley and curling rink that was converted into VKM headquarters. Here, we would meet in the conference room for the 6 a.m. plan of the day meeting. At the POD meeting, we would discuss safety, the work that was conducted during the afternoon shift, and then go over what the day shift had planned going forward. If there was one thing we learned from Peterman, that was to not be late.
Okay. All right, let's go. 6 o'clock. Safety.
In order to transport the crew up the mountain road, 2 yellow short buses were modified and turned into off-road machines. These 2 4-wheel drive buses transported up to 50 craft at the start and end of every shift. Once everyone loaded up, then it was up the hill to the bench. The mountain road is a 9-kilometer one-way road that goes from camp to the 2600 bench. Anyone that needed to drive the road had to be trained. Due to the amount of traffic and the road being one-way traffic only, radio calls were used to navigate. Before entering the road, a radio check was required. Once you received verification that the radio worked, you would call out your location and see if any traffic was coming your way. You also did this as you passed each kilometer sign alongside the road. There were 5 checkpoints. At each checkpoint, you were required to stop and call out and see if there was any traffic coming your way. As you can see, the view is absolutely spectacular. However, you can also see how dangerous the road could be. The steepest grade of the haul road is almost 24%. Over half of the 9 kilometers required the vehicle to be in 4-wheel drive. Snow made the road extremely dangerous, and many precautions were taken to ensure safety. At the top, you can see the bench where the work was taking place. The work would go until 12:30, when the food truck would arrive on top of the hill. Lunches were brought up by the camp cooking staff. A hot, sometimes soggy, lunch was served every shift. This usually consisted of fruit, vegetables, soup, potatoes, some type of chicken, pastries, and always a nice warm side of gravy, which is required with every Canadian meal. Work would then carry on. At 6 o'clock in the evening, the staff would all meet at the 2600 bench for the evening plan of the day meeting. Here we would discuss safety, go over the work that was completed on the day shift, and then focus on what needed to be completed on the afternoon shift.
This is cool. I like
All right,
this.
let's go. Safety day.
This meeting ranged anywhere from 5 minutes up to 97 minutes, depending on if Peterman was present or not. After the meeting, everyone would pack into their trucks or the bus to head down the hill, resisting the urge to race down in order to be the first one in the dinner line. This is the camp cafeteria, made out of 8 mobile containers. Here the kitchen staff prepared 4 meals a day. The cafeteria is very comparable to a small school cafeteria. You'd walk in, grab a tray, walk through the salad bar, tell the cooks what items you'd like, grab a drink, and take a seat. Most meals consisted of a couple meat options, like would you like this chicken, the other chicken, or some type of fish. There was also always a potato to choose from, a vegetable side, and always the option of gravy. There was also always a large variety of baked goods. Cookies, bars, pastries, and muffins 24/7 made it extremely difficult not to put on the dreaded Kemano 15. The highlight of everyone's week was always Saturday and the highly anticipated steak night. Every Saturday the charcoal grill would fire up and bears would show up from hundreds of miles away, attracted by the smell of the incredible steaks on the grill. Even project sponsor Matt Swinton himself got his hands on the grill one Saturday as a celebrity chef. One of the most entertaining events of the season took place in the cafeteria. This was the first and only annual Kemano Eat-Off. The event was hosted by Master of Ceremonies Mark Peterman. The plates of salmon, pork, and chicken were weighed before and after the event. The contestants squared off for 30 minutes. After the bell, the victor, with a total consumption of 6.2 pounds of meat, was project manager Sean Slatica. At the end of the evening, it was off to bed in the infamous Kemano dorms.